We're in the month of February. Let's pour some coffee on that. Hello, my name's Father Brad Doyle, and you're watching Coffee Talk, where we drink coffee and talk about Jesus. The month of February is important in our country. It's Black History Month. And I, personally, as a priest, am honored and in awe of the faithfulness of so many Black Catholics who in many ways, even in the church, have been oppressed and have suffered great injustice and have kept the faith. I'm proud of our country, or Black Catholics in our country, but especially in our diocese of Baton Rouge and in my parishes here in the West Bank of St. James Civil Parish. I'm in awe of them. Thank you for your faithfulness, even though you've gone through so much. So in honor of Black History Month, I wanted to highlight one particular soon-to-be a saint. She's in the process of becoming a saint, and that's Venerable Henriette Delille. Mother Henriette Delille started the Sisters of the Holy Family in New Orleans, and she's a great example of Black Catholicism, especially in Louisiana. But like any saint, the power of their story is not always in where they ended up. It's actually where they came from and what they overcame. Henriette was a free woman of color. Born in the early 1800s, this distinction meant she was not a slave herself, but because of her heritage and her family's heritage, the color of her skin, she did not have all the benefits of society. She was still oppressed in many ways. Most women in Henriette's position, including her mother and many women of the time, free women of color, were doomed to the state of the placage system. Now, the placage system is kind of complex, but it boils down to this. So white European men, not financially ready for wives, would take on common law, unchaste relationships with free women of color. They would do so at what was called quadroon balls. These were parties where men would meet these women, and the women would hope to be chosen in the hopes of financial stability and a future for their children. It's what you were expected to do. And it wasn't good morally, obviously. And I want everyone to understand that these were Catholics. These were baptized Catholic men and professed Catholics who were doing this. Right? Having someone on the side until they were ready to get rid of that person and marry someone who was in higher society or who was acceptable at the time. And this was a horrible practice, and it obviously was a racist and sexist and offensive against the women who were in and kind of doomed to this fate. Now, Mother Henriette Delille's great virtue is that in the face of this, with all the inertia and momentum of the system of society at the time, she would not participate. As a Catholic herself, who was baptized, eventually confirmed in 1834, she knew that God had a greater law than man. And though that the society had this around her and was saying that this is what you should do, you should participate in this, this is the only way you're going to find fulfillment and happiness, she said, no, I will not participate in it because it's an offense against sacramental marriage. It's an offense against the teachings of Jesus Christ. So she refused. Eventually, she became a teacher. She was confirmed in 1834, and she founded the Sisters of the Holy Family, or an order that eventually became known as the Sisters of the Holy Family. She started orphanages. She taught freed and slaved children, and she founded nursing homes as well. Those sisters are still around today, especially in South Louisiana and New Orleans as their home. Mother Henriette shows us a great truth. It is that sin will never fulfill us. And that even if we can't see how God can fulfill us by choosing the hard road, at the end of the hard road is a great reward. We're building up treasure in heaven. So when the world is taking us down paths that we should not go, saying it's the easy choice, let us follow the example of a great future Black saint, Mother Henriette Delille, Venerable Henriette Delille. Let us follow her example and choose virtue even over what the world says so that we can become saints ourselves.